Okay, hey guys, so today I'm going to do my wax room slash office tour, and I'm going to just start by panning around so you can kind of get an idea of the room. Over there in the corner behind that wall is the door. So I obviously turned the pictures around on this, so, you know, for privacy purposes, but the computer and printer is over here. I'm not going to show you the cat box, but it's whoop down there. Okay, and we have the windows, and then this window up here kind of lets a lot of light in, so it kind of gets hot in here in the summertime. Down here, this is where I initially started recording my videos, but it's kind of a low table there, so I kind of switched it around. So then you go up, and I have a little, I guess it's a bulletin board over here. And you come around, and this table my husband and I made, we were looking for like a higher table. It's pretty high. I mean, not super high, but it's, you know, it's higher than like an actual table. And so we made that. I was looking for a table for actually scrapbooking at the time, and now I don't scrapbook, so now it gets used as a wax holder. So over here, I'll show you this up close in a minute. I have some little paintings I got off of Etsy. I believe it's called Tree Art. If you look on Etsy, Tree Art, it was rather inexpensive, and I just thought it was kind of cool and matched the blue walls. Pictures are down for obvious reasons. And then down here I have the shredder, bookshelf, and then I keep some wax things over there that I will show you. This is the closet. And then we're back over to this little area. So this I got a long time ago off of like QVC when I was a scrapbooker, and this was like a really good way to like show off your scrapbook pages or hang them up or whatever. But now I just keep cards and some magnets and some paintings that my daughter did. I need to change it to a more springy, summery painting. So we've got the door here, and then I keep pictures over here as well. Okay, so this is a corkboard, and I really liked the frame of this, the wavy black frame, and I thought it was really cool. For some reason, let's see, the catalog that it came out of, oh, Ballard Designs, that's where this came from. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago, so it's kind of old, but I do like it to put pictures up and like little notes and just like little random miscellaneous things. So moving on, this is just where I keep, this is where we keep our computer stuff. The funny thing is I really don't use this computer anymore. I use my laptop, but I do use the printer. So, and then over here I just keep pins, and I keep scissors, Sharpie if I need it. This little thing came from the Container Store. I put some beans in there, dried beans, so keep that there. So then the computer area, I have a warmer over there that sadly the top of it is in the freezer right now. I'm waiting to dump the wax and add some new stuff. Okay, so then we spin around, and so this is another corkboard type deal. I don't know what that material is. It's not really cork, it's more like a fabric. But anyways, I have a picture of my daughter there that's flipped around, and then just a quote I liked from the Anthropologie catalog that I had a little bit ago. I probably need to replace that. I need to take everything down and just like start fresh with new pictures, new quotes, all that. I haven't done that in a really long time. Down here is a table that my husband got for me from one of those consignment type stores where the people take old furniture and they repaint it and then resell it. He was sweet enough to go pick it up for me. They had posted it online, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. Do you still have it? It's got black and white stripes on the top. I just think it's really cute. I think it matches the blue of the room. And I just love those knobs. Like, how cute are the different colored knobs on there? So anyways, okay, so down below there I have some Lush stuff, which I'm redoing my bathroom right now. So not redoing it, but reorganizing it. So I'm kind of keeping all my Lush stuff in here for now. But let's go ahead and look in this first drawer, because I keep some waxy stuff in here. Right now what I have in here is some Two Timing Tarte, some of her scent shots. I have very little of her, like I think I have like one clamshell, which I really like. Okay, so to the right I have the front porch. So in the middle I keep the single grubbies, and then to the right is where I keep like the 4-packs and these bakery macarons. I don't ever know what to call them. And then over here I just have a few of the more of the macarons and a scoopable. So this is my older front porch, and eventually what I want to happen is for this to be a free drawer to use for something else. I'm not sure what, and that's kind of the thing with organizing also, is that like move stuff around sometimes, like if it's not working for you. I mean, I did that this go round. If you saw my closet, I posted that I pulled everything out of my closet on one of the wax Facebook groups, and it was a total disaster, but I feel better about it because I pulled everything out and like started over, so that was really cool. So down here, I'm going to show you the Lush bin. So it's one of these longer bins. This came from the Container Store, and I think this is a boot box, so it's one of the longer ones. And in here, I just have all of like my Christmas stuff, the stuff that I've hauled over the last couple of months. I really don't plan on hauling any more Lush because I feel like it goes bad after a year. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to store this yet. I have some of it in polypropylene bags. But once I get my bathroom finished, I think I'm probably going to keep the bath bombs and bubble bars and bath melts somewhere in here. And then the shower items, make sure I wrap them really good and keep them in my bathroom closet. You don't really want to keep bath bombs and bath melts and bubble bars near your showering area unless it's really well ventilated and you have it wrapped up really good. So let's keep moving. Okay, while we are down here on the floor, next to that I have another Lush bin, which this actually belongs in my bathroom closet as well, but I moved it. Basically, I just have more Lush stuff. So this is going to be moved into my bathroom as soon as I'm finished with the bathroom closet, but right now I'm just keeping this. I have polypropylene bags, which really don't go there, but I've just got some of the Lush gifts and some Celebrate lotions, and then those. Okay, so on top of this Reisenthal box, which is kind of funny because there's nothing in that Reisenthal box, but on the top there I have just a basket of wax that I had actually done a video for a weekly wax melts that I never uploaded. But I mean, look at all that wax in there. So I've been trying to go to this first to try and warm through some of this stuff, but I actually probably could put this bin in here. So I might actually end up doing that. Okay, this may look kind of strange, but I keep a piece of paper and a knife and a spoon for scoopables in this piece of paper. So I can cut, and if I need a spoon for a scoopable, I've got them right here. This is not really the best method, but I'm in here a lot. Like every day I'll come in and cut something, so I just use the piece of paper. It hasn't really affected the wood on the on my table. So, and it's kind of an older table anyway, so I don't really care. So let me just move you over here so I can show you. So this box is a new addition. This was a box, let's see. Just move all this. Okay, get a better view of this. Okay, so this was a box that I got from the Container Store a while ago, and I kept trying to figure out what I wanted to use it for. So what I did is I actually made it an organizational box. So what I have in here is pins, Sharpies, some labels, some more labels. So what happens is when you open this, the pink part comes out, and then I've got some cards. I need to get some new thank you cards. But I've got these, which I really love, which are the erasable file labels. I use these a lot. You will see them in my closet. But that's what they look like. And then in here, I just have stickers if I want to put them on like my outgoing boxes, and some extra label holders. I use Elfa, so I have some Elfa stuff. I have some craft labels down here on the bottom from Martha Stewart, and then some more Martha Stewart labels. So this is like my little organizational box, so if I want to go like organize something, I can just take this and go. This would probably be good for people who do the Erin Condren planners or any kind of planners that do the decorations and stuff. So then also over here I have this book that came from the Container Store. And what I hope to do with this book is write down like my favorite scents from favorite vendors so I can keep track. I don't have any in there right now, but I just thought of this the other day, so that's why there's nothing in there. And so, let's see, I've got in these little jars over here, I just have paper clips, safety pins, and some loose change. Over here, I really don't keep anything. This bookshelf, I put my empties. I keep them in that container right here on the right. And then over here are my Bathing Garden scrubs and shower soaps, whip soaps. The whip soaps that she puts out. I just have some file folders, which I don't use. Actually, binders is what I meant to say. That I don't use, that I had thought that I would, you know, really get organized and use them, but I have not used them yet, so I'm not ready to get rid of them. And just some books, that kind of thing. And then the shredder. Okay, so now here is the closet. It's the top, and then I just have a random Sephora bag from their like VIB sale a couple years ago, maybe last year, I don't remember. Okay, so now I'm going to insert a clip of what the closet looked like before because it's a little bit different. On the floor here, I had a plastic container that I was actually able to eliminate, and I gave myself a lot more floor space now. So I'm really happy that I can, you know, I don't know, it just feels good to have that empty floor space. I didn't like having something there before, and the plastic container was kind of old and it was just ugly. It was time for it to go. So in here, let's go ahead and turn you in. Now, before I had all of my USPS boxes just kind of in a big old mess. Well, I was able to get them all sorted out and lined up nicely. Okay, now so up on the top here, I just have this bin that has Scentsy. I'm almost done with my Scentsy's actually. I've got like maybe 10 in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this bag. Maybe I'll use it for my wax stuff, but it says smell pretty because I was using, like, that thing was full of Scentsy before. Down here I have I don't even know what this is called, but what I use it for is each of these containers comes out. And so what I do is I have cardstock in this one, and then in each one down below I have my daughter's important papers, pictures, report cards, and I think the bottom one is empty, but I just keep important things from her, you know, papers that she brings in that really don't have another home, and they're kind of like keepsake type things. So yeah, so that works out really good. I need to label it, and actually I need to go through it and get rid of some stuff. I do that on a kind of a regular basis. Okay, so on here I have the Elfa shelving system, and I believe they just had a sale, or they still have a sale going on. But on the top row there, I keep all of my Scentsy boxes or my seasonal Scentsys that I pull out. On the second shelf, I've got some extra. You can see I've got like the Halloween bathroom plug-in. To the right there in the Capezio box, I have my daughter's point shoe, like sewing stuff. You need to sew point shoes, like the straps on, so I keep a little box with a needle and thread and all that. Some bubble wraps for when I ship. To the left there in this basket, that little clear basket, I put orders that I'm gonna haul. Like, I hate keeping like the boxes around, so I take everything out and put them in the little wire things. In this blue thing here, I keep cotton balls for emptying wax. You know how you just put the cotton balls in and then you wipe it out, and then that's the way to get rid of wax. I do that. And then in here I just keep you can just see I keep tissue paper and bags that vendors send with their little samples. This is an Acro bin from the Container Store. I really like their Acro bins. And I'm dropping things. Okay, and then down below here, what is this? Oh, sample tarts and the Bathing Garden scrubs. Oh, like the little mini Bathing Garden scrubs. I think I actually took the Bathing Garden scrubs out, and now that is just sample tarts. So I just have little sample sizes in there. I keep the printer paper here, and then down here I have bags. So over on the left there are all my Rose Girls, and I have an Up the Creek confetti sampler. And then to the right here I have VCS, Rainbow Melts, some Front Porch, and then the very back there is some Two Timing Tart. Okay, so now to the front where I actually keep the wax. So this is my new storage system for my wax. So I was able to move everything into these, I believe these are men's shoe boxes from the Container Store, and I had this plastic drawer system for a while, but I cleaned everything out. Let me tell you what a pain it is to clean all this. I took everything apart. I took the boxes, I hand washed all of them. Oh, what a mess. But anyway, so this first drawer, what I do is I just put, if I have like a piece of paper or a card, business card from the owner, I'll just put it in the right there so I, don't have to label it, because I'm lazy like that. So this first drawer is Haley's Heavenly Scents, and I think I have some, yeah, I just started ordering some candles from the Keeping Room, so I do have a couple of those, but like 5, so the rest is Haley's Heavenly Scents. These are just the bags. And then in here is my newest Glitterati, so I'm going to let this cure, but I need to label that as well. This one here is VCS. You can see in there I've got some clamshells and some sample scent shots. Back there I've got some poinsettias and the leaves from the Halloween time. Up here, let's see, I can't see. I have Sugar and Spice and some Haley's Heavenly Scent shots. So on the bottom here are my older Sugar and Spice, so I know to pull from this drawer first. And then here is some more Sugar and Spice on top. That's my newer stuff, so I will go to that last. And at the very top I have some Front Porch Scoopables, and behind I have a VCS, what did she call them? Bombshell Blossom bags. So that is that, and then over here I have some USPS envelopes, and I keep, what else do I keep over here? I have like a box, just some random things, but mostly mailing stuff. Okay. So over here I have my Vintage Chic, Lake Providence Lodge, the Bathing Garden, Rainbow Melts. Okay, so then over here, it's going to be a little bit harder to see because it's a little bit deeper in the closet. I have my newer Front Porch, so I'll pull out of that area last. Lake Providence Lodge, Kay's Creations, and I have Random Acts of Kindness and just some wax that I've randomly gotten from people, and in like swaps and if I buy like a D-stash. Okay, now inside the closet, now I didn't really do too much in here except I moved, if you can see at the top, all of my pictures are now at the very top. So I was able to get a lot of floor space by putting that up there. So this first row is just my old cameras, my Xyron machines, and some pictures. And then I was able to move all my craft supplies into that container. Then over here I just have some tags and some more Xyron stuff and some tea lights and my scale on the top there. Down here I have some CDs. In the middle there on the right is a container for making ribbons. My daughter and I make ribbons sometimes together. And then below that is some magazines that I'm keeping from my scrapbooking days. And then over there I just have some, in the paper holder there, I have some pictures and some cardstock, and then some like bills and like filing type things. Down here you can see I have my 30th Street wax container. I just have a little bit of itty bitty bubbles. And then over on the left there is a container of pamphlets, like computer instruction guides, just all that kind of stuff. It's kind of messy in there, but to me that doesn't really bother me. I don't get like that super organized about that kind of stuff. So down here is my 10-digit creations, and then below that is my Super Tarts. And then down here I have my Bathing Garden scrubs, which you can see in the container on the right there. And then to the left on the top, I have office supplies, and then in the container below that, I have organizing things. And then in the 2 drawers below, I just have on the that drawer right there, I just have paper, like photo papers. And then in the drawer on the right there, I actually have Scentsy bulbs and what else? Oh, I think I just have some like random paper. So that is pretty much it. So if you saw my picture, if you belong in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, you probably saw that I pulled everything out and just went nuts. So, but this is working out for me really well. Like, for instance, let me pull down my Vintage Chic Scents really quick. Okay, so basically what I do is I will put my older VCS here. So like this VCS right here is poured on 6/4/2014, so that's my oldest. My newer stuff is back here. Stuff I just got in, so I know to go, you know, when I go to pull for VCS, I pull from this top row and then I work my way back. I do the same thing in here as well. Like, I'll try to put the newest or the oldest scent shots up front and then the newer ones back here so I know where to grab from. So I try to, you know, make sure that I put stuff like the older stuff up front and the newer stuff towards the back, so that way I can work through that. Also, while I'm here, so as I was going through my wax, I was like, you know, I have quite a bit of wax. I really don't need any more, so I'm putting myself on a wax bed. Now I do have a Sugar and Spice haul coming, Super Tarts and Bathing Garden, and that's it for me for a little bit. I feel like, especially with these bags over here, that's a lot of wax to get through. I mean, that's probably a good 3 months worth right there. So yeah, I'm starting to feel like I'm very much a minimalist, and I'm starting to feel like I really need to tone it down. Especially the Hayley's Heavenly Scents. Her stuff is so like nicely priced that, I mean, I have a ton of Hayley's Heavenly Scents. I could get through, like that would probably take me a couple months. Like, I have plenty, and I'm starting to find that I'm having like duplicate scents and things. So like, I really feel like if I want a certain scent, I'm sure I can find it somewhere in my stash. So anyways, my goal is to kind of work through everything. So if you want like me to actually take out the boxes and show the insides, I will, but I didn't think anybody would care that much. I was just showing how I have it stored. My Rainbow Melts is getting pretty full, and oh, I forgot, I do have an order coming from Rainbow Melts, so I'm gonna have to find a new box for more Rainbow Melts. So yeah, so I have quite a bit. My 10 digits, it's pretty full, and my Super Tarts, I think I can fit my next order in there and be fine. And 30th Street, I just plan on using what I have, and then those 3 bags on top there I can put in that little box. So yeah, so that is it. That is what I've got going on, and now I have a full, complete empty floor, so I can, you know, like walk in and actually get to things, so that's nice. But anyway, so up here, if you guys are, anybody's interested, this is where we keep like Halloween decorations, Christmas, some miscellaneous boxes. So we did go through boxes and throw some away. So anyways, that is the end of the tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed this and helped you out somehow. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.